Friday. The schedule for that is right here on this board, okay? If you got a phone in your hand, tell them goodbye. Any headphones out of our ears, and everyone looking up here, right? So, check it out. If you remember the 5 things we learned yesterday, there's 5 triangle congruence theorems. Side, angle, side, 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 angle, side, angle, 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 side, and then HL, that other one, right? So let's talk about these. We definitely talked about this on yesterday's notes. What do I need to label on number 1? What? Ticks, not ticks. Arcs. Now, what are they called? What are these angles called when they make an X? Starts with the V. Vertical angles. Now, I know they're not literally up and down vertical, but if they're across from each other, they're called vertical angles. And I told you yesterday, I'm telling you now, you have to label them. If you see an X, you have to label the arc. So let me do that real quick. I already see 1 arc, so I'm going to put 2. Now, the question is, what is the theorem? So take these 3 things, okay, and start at the edge and go around the edge. So what does this arc mean? Angle or side? This is an angle. What about this arc? Angle. What about this side? Side. In order, angle, angle, side. Do you see how this side tick is not in between the angles? It's after the angles. So it's angle, angle, side. Go ahead and write AAS. Okay, we started here. We went along the edge to another angle. We went around here to the side. Angle, angle, side. Or if you wanted to sing it, angle, angle, side. All right, number 2. What do I have to label if they're touching? I said this many times yesterday. Does everyone hear me again? If they're touching, you got to put a tick mark right there where they're touching because they share that side. I'm going to put a tick mark right here. Okay, let's try that again. Also, y'all see that 90 degree on the bottom there? If it's 90 on one side and it's a straight line, it's going to be 90 on the other side. Okay. Now, you tell me, if I have this tick mark, what does that mean? Side or angle? Side. What about this right here? Angle. And what about this one? So what is it going to be? SAS. SAS. Okay. Well, I don't want that to move, so that'd be cool. Okay, cool. Side, angle, side. Y'all see how I did that? You got to label what you have to label, and then tell me what 3 things in what order, okay? And number 3, now, those 2 triangles have all 3 sides with matching tick marks. What do you call that? Okay, now I know she knows it. Everyone else, y'all know this? All 3 sides have tick marks. It's side, 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 right? Wondering. I see my friend here from the video. He's pointing you the right direction. All right, SSS. Now, do y'all remember yesterday we got through the notes, and at the very end there was 8 questions. We didn't finish that together, but I wanted to go over that with you. So if you can look at the last page of yesterday's notes. If you weren't here, the blue bin has extra copies. You can grab that. If you lost it, there's extra copies in the blue bin. But I want everyone to do this with me. That way we can make sure we understand what we're doing before we get an assignment. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Cool. All right. So everyone's got it? We're getting it? Let's look at number 1. What do I need to label on number 1? Okay. The arcs. What kind of angles are these called? Vertical angles, right? So again, everybody, anytime you see an X, you got to put those arcs there for the vertical angles. So I already see 1 arc. I'm going to put 2. Okay, number 2. Do I need to label anything on number 2? They're touching. I need to put a tick mark there. Hey, tell them goodbye. All right. Put a tick mark where they're touching. No, don't tell them goodbye. Just don't. All right, so Now, if you have a right angle on one side, you can also put it on the other side. Now, number 3, do I need to label something here? They're touching. Put a tick mark there, right? On number 3. What about number 4? Do I need to label anything on number 4? What do you think? Well, let me teach you since you don't know. If they're touching, you need to put a tick mark there, right? Forever, from now on. Okay, next one. Do I need to put a tick mark there on number 5? Why? Because they're touching. Very good. I'm glad you said that out loud. All right, number 6. Do I need to label anything?
Okay.
Hey, because they're touching yet again. Oh, my goodness gracious. What about number 7? Oh, my gosh, they're touching again. So, number 8? No. Oh. All right, number 8, they're not touching on a side, okay? They do share a vertex, but that's nothing. We haven't talked about that, okay? All right, now, go back to number 1. What 3 things do we have here in order? What? Okay, do y'all agree that arc is an angle, tick mark is a side, arc is an angle? That's ASA. Angle, side, angle. Right, all right, next one. Number 2. By the way, before we move on, now, y'all are mature. You don't have to actually say the word, but what are the 2 that we cannot use when we're doing this stuff? ASS, no booty, right? And then no batteries, which is which one? AAA. Okay, so no ASS and no AAA. Can't use those 2. They don't work, okay? The only time, angle side, the only time the booty works is when it's a right triangle, and what do we call that? HL. Remember, angle side only works if it's a right triangle. Don't write that down. Write HL, okay? So anyways, number 2. What is number 2? SAS. Y'all see the tick mark, then the right angle, then the tick mark. SAS. Giving me some stats. All right, number 3. What is this? Does everyone see number 3 is also side, angle, side, right? SAS. All right, does anybody new want to use their voice that God gave them to help me out here on number 4? What do y'all think it is? What? AAS is correct. Y'all see we have an angle, then another angle, and this side is not between them, okay? Let me tell you, this is the one most people get confused on. Do not, skip across angle, side, angle. That does not work. It's angle, side. You go along the edge. AAS. Thank you. Number 5. All right, now let's think about this together. What is this? Angle. What is this? Side. What is this? Side. Right? Tick mark. Angle, side. So should I start writing that down or what? No, that's some booty. But it's a right triangle, right? So we can call that HL, okay? So again, angle, side. Don't write that stinky thing. But write HL if it's a right triangle. Now, number 6. What? Side. All 3 sides have matching tick marks. Side. Number 7. I see an angle. I see a side. I see another side. I'm not writing that down. That's crazy. What are y'all thinking? All right, so anyways, what should I write instead? If it's a right triangle, and it is, angle, side, I'm not going to write that, but HL. But please be careful. If you see angle, side, and it's not a right triangle, it's not HL, okay? HL is only for right triangles. Okay, and then last one, what is this? What would it be called? What is this? No, because what is that? Angle. What is that? Angle. What is that? AAA. Now, can we use AAA? No, no batteries, right? No batteries. So on this and on the assignment, if it's none, If it's something you can't use out of the 5, then you put none, okay? I keep getting asked on the assignment, what do I put if it's none? Put none, okay? So again, if it's not one of our 5, put none. Now, your assignment is like this and like the warm-up, so if this makes sense, cool. The back of it might be a little bit more challenging. You got to draw a picture, match stuff up. But if you look right here, hold on. If you look right here, okay, on the back, there's 2 things you have to do. You need to label the picture, tell me what the congruent statement is, and then tell me if it's side, angle, angle, blah, 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 okay? But if you have questions on this, please feel free to ask. We're happy to help, okay? So I'm going to pass it out, and we're going to get started.